Chapter 5. The only begotten son and daughter, Yahday and Yahnah. Yea, Yah will emanate a portion of himself, which will be the first son of Yah. And Yahlah will emanate a portion of herself, which will be the first daughter of Yah, Yahlah. And the first son of Yah will be only son of Yah, directly begotten by Yah. And the first daughter of Yahlah will be the only daughter of Yahlah, directly begotten by Yahlah. For the first son and first daughter shall be the masculine archetype and the feminine archetype, through which all other beings shall be created. Thus shall the first son of Yah be a father of all within the mother ovum. But son of Yah in heavens most high, thus shall the first daughter of Yahlah be mother of all within the mother ovum. But daughter of Yahlah in heavens most high. In the name of the first son, who is the father within the mother ovum, shall be Yahday, Yahday. And he will also be called Oholiab, for he is the tenth of his father. And he shall be called Emmanuel, for he is God immanent in creation. And he will be called many names in many worlds. And the name of the first daughter, who is the mother within the mother ovum, shall be Yahnah. And she will be called Oholibah, for she is the tenth of her mother. And she shall be called Emmanuela, for she is goddess immanent in creation. And she shall be called many names in many worlds. And because of the first son is directly emanated by Yah, and the first daughter is directly emanated by Yahday, Yahlah, and they are not the fruit of intercourse of Yah. The son and daughter are eligible for intercourse with each other. Otherwise, such intercourse of the divine masculine and divine feminine would be incest and would be unlawful. Which is why Yah himself emanated Yahday without intercourse with Yahlah. And why Yahlah herself emanated Yahnah without intercourse with Yah. And that is why Yah said, when Yahday, the only directly begotten son of Yah, has union with Yahnah, he will take within himself the feminine elements of Yahlah, and will then always be of both Yah and Yahlah. And that is why Yahlah said, when Yahnah, the only directly begotten daughter of Yahlah, has union with Yahday, she will take within herself the masculine element of Yah, and will then always be of both Yah and Yahlah. And Yah and Yahlah agreed. They will be creators, and they will be saviors. For they will create beings, and they will save beings, according to our will. Yea, they shall be hands of mercy that will reach out to those who have stumbled upon the golden ladder. For lo, not all will choose wisely within the great freedom. And we desire to reach out from heaven's most high, even to those in the most low hell. Yea, we shall reach out to every world within the mother ovum. And Yahday and Yahnah will be our hands. Yah and Yahlah agreed. We are the two that are one, and the one that is two. And with our only begotten children, Yahday and Yahnah, we become four, united as one. The four are the first family. And within the first family are two gods and two goddesses. Yah is God transcendent, and Yahday is God immanent. Yahlah is goddess transcendent, and Yahnah is goddess immanent. Yea, we are the first family, And the first family is an expanding family. For the four expands to become the all. And the name of our family is the name of the all. And the name of the all is Yahweh. And that name is the name that includes all names. Therefore, that name is Hashem. Behold, all beings are part of all being, a part of Yahweh. Yet each being is also an individual being, a self. For this was the gracious wish of Yah, that each being has the joy of being an individual being, and that each being has the joy of being part of all being that is one. Yahweh is one from many, and many from one. Lo, within the infinite field of all possibilities, there were countless ways by which creation might have been created. But from amongst all those ways, Yah and Yalah choose their way. Yea, this was the way of Yah and Yalah, or Yah. And they knew it was good, and they felt it was good, and it was good. Having conceived their plan, Yah and Yalah activated their plan. Yea, in transcendental embrace, Yah and Yalah, or Yah, set in motion their plan. And their plan was their way, and their way was good. Behold, Yah created the mother ovum to be the house of learning, work and play. Yea, even the house of choosing, for all must be free to accept or reject Yah. And within that house are many houses. Lo, in the following manner, Yah created the mother ovum. Yah was all, and there was no place that was not Yah. So that there would be space for others to be. Yah performed zimzum, self-constriction. Yea, Yah self-constricted, condensing to a point of Yah. In the space where Yah has been before, zimzum, the space from where Yah has withdrawn was a void of empty space. And this was according to the will of Yah. Yah was now one point at the center of a void of empty space. The one point was the oneness of Yah and Yalah in embrace. Lo, the one point that was the merging of the two that are one, and the one that is two, for the purpose of creative expansion. For though the original condition of Yah was one, one was always pregnant with two, and two with three, and three with four. And this is Yahweh. The all that is many and one and many. At the corner of the void, Yah spoke one holy word, Yahday. And Yahday came forth as the word of Yah. And at the center of the void, Yalah exhaled one holy breath, Yahnah. And Yahnah came forth as the breath of Yalah. And Yah beheld, knew, and loved Yahday and Yahnah. And Yahday and Yahnah beheld, knew, and loved Yah. Yea, and Yalah beheld, knew, and loved Yahday and Yahnah. And Yahday and Yahnah beheld, knew, and loved Yalah. Then lo, Yahday beheld, knew, and loved Yahnah. And Yahnah beheld, knew, and loved Yahday. Lo, when Yahday and Yahnah beheld and knew Yah, they beheld and knew all that Yah is, was, and will be. Yea, Yahday and Yahnah beheld and knew the divine plan, which is the Megillah, which is the plan of Yah, and understood their own roles in that plan. Behold, they knew that the plan of Yah was engraved within them, and though through them would be engraved within all who comes into being. For Yahday is the word of Yah, which is the cognitive light of Yah. And within his light is the cognitive awareness of the plan. And Yahnah is the breath of Yahlah, which is the intuitive light of Yahya. And within her light is the intuitive awareness of the plan. And the word and breath of Yahya are 2 and 1, 1 and 2. And within the masculine light is a portion of the feminine light. And within the feminine light is a portion of the masculine light. And when they embrace in sacred intercourse, the feminine light and the masculine light become the supernal light of Yah. For behold, the original condition of Yah contained Yah and Yahlah, and within Yah and Yahlah were Yahday and Yahnah. Lo, Yahday and Yahnah are God immanent and Goddess immanent, first daughter and first son of Yahya, only directly begotten children of Yah and Yahlah, word of Yah and breath of Yahlah, masculine light and feminine light of Yahya. Having beheld and known the plan of Yahya, and having realized the plan was engraved within themselves, and having realized their own roles in the plan, loved the plan of Yahya, our God transcendent and our Goddess transcendent, and gave thanks for their own roles within the plan. Yea, Yahday and Yahnah give thanks and offer joyful praises to Yahnah. Yah. Before leaving Yahday on the throne, a masculine light at the center of empty space, and before leaving Yahnah on a throne of feminine light at the center of empty space, to ascend their own thrones in heaven's most high, which heaven is outside the mother ovum and surrounds the mother ovum. Yahya appointed them with the water of life, which is of the tears of Yahya. Yea, these tears were shed because Yah and Yahlah so loved the world that they gave their only begotten children as hands of mercy, who are Christ's Messiahs, even knowing that they would be crucified again and again, repeatedly, and in diverse ways, upon the countless crosses of countless realms and worlds of endless space and time by those who, within the context of the great freedom, would make unwise choices, resulting in fathomless pain and sadness, resulting in the merciful intervention in the darkness of ignorance by the word and breath of mercy, which are the Lord Christ and Lady Christ. Lo, the water of life is of tears of Yahya, which are the tears of compassion, shed not only for Yahday and Yahnah, but for all beings who will ever experience pain for any reason, deserved or not, in all the realms and all the times of fathomless duration within the mother ovum. Yea, but the tears of Yahya are also tears of joy, shed in awareness that the great pain of evolution will be transcended by countless beings who, over the course of fathomless duration, will pierce ovum after ovum, eventually piercing even the mother ovum, joining Yah and Yahlah in heaven most high as friends, co-workers, and playmates, and joining Yahday and Yahnah as Christ's Messiahs for the salvation of all sentient beings. Behold, there is no pain or sadness in heaven's most high, which is the ultimate paradise conceived by Yahya. Neither oppressive heat nor freezing cold, neither war nor crime, jealousy or revenge, envy or rage, not even death. There is no evil or hurtful things in heaven's most high, only joyful and wise things. And this is because only joyful and wise beings of great integrity reside in heaven most high. And lo, the way they become such beings, yea, by free choices throughout the wheel of evolution, which is the mother ovum. Behold, Yahday and Yahnah rejoiced in the promise of Yahlah, which is the promise of the blessed day of play, so that Yahday and Yahnah and all other Christed brethren and sistren will have several times of uninterrupted sweet communion with Yahya in heaven's most high. Without the responsibilities of guiding evolving worlds, and without the sadness of seeing the results of unwise choices made by unwise beings, and without the pain of various crucifixions and persecutions that every Christ Messiah will experience as they render merciful service in evolving worlds. Yahya will periodically suspend all activities within the mother ovum. Yea, all activities within the mother ovum will be suspended, and all beings who are not yet Christed will sleep. And while the mother ovum sleeps, Yahday and Yahnah and their Christ brethren and sisters will enjoy a fathomless duration of play and communion with Yahya in heaven's most high, which surrounds the mother ovum. Behold, the sleep of suspended activities will not harm the unchrist beings left within the mother ovum. Lo, they will each be as though frozen in time until the next cycle of activity begins. Yea, they will resume their evolution activities and perhaps will pierce the mother ovum and be christened during the grand cycle, that they may participate in the great play with Yahlah at the end of the cycle. And each grand cycle activity within the mother ovum is a day of expansion, and each period of suspended activity within the mother ovum is a night of rest for those still Christed within the ovum. And each person of play with Yahya in the most high heaven is a day of play, and each grand cycle activity and each night of rest and each day of play are of fathomless duration, though those experiencing the night of rest will not be conscious of that duration. Behold, the blessed day of play is a special dispensation for Yahday, and Yahnah, and all their Christen brethren and sistren to come, by which they may enjoy divine play in heaven's most high with Yahlah. But lo, think not that this special dispensation is the only time that Yahday and Yahnah, or another Christed being, or any other being, whether Christ or not, may enjoy communion with Yahlah. All beings have within themselves the access to the presence of Yahya. For behold, after anointing Yahday and Yahnah with the water of life, and after delivering to them the promises of the blessed day of play, Yahya revealed the mysteries of inner communion with heaven's most high within you. Within you, the Megillah. Yahday and Yahnah is a holy center that connects the mother ovum with heaven's most high. Yea, there lives Chaim, the tree of life, with 7 branches and 7 roots. Its center branch reaching up to touch heaven's most high. Yea, that branch reaches up through countless ovums and through countless realms, and pierces through the mother ovum to touch heaven's most high. And all beings that you create, which will be every being ever created, for you were not created, but were emanated, will be created in your embryonic image and likeness. Thus will all beings have at the center of their being the tree of life. of the mother ovum into heaven's most high. For this branch is a golden ladder of countless rungs. One needs only touch that branch at the center of oneself to experience divine communion with Yahya. For behold, Yah and Yahlah are at the top of that branch, and send the energy of Yahya down that branch to enliven the mother ovum. Yea, and though that branch Yahya is always connected to every being, even those beings in hell realms of their own making. Lo, such beings might not know or love Yahya. Such beings may be unaware of their inner connection to Yahya. But Yahya knows and loves all beings, and is always connected to all beings by the center branch of the tree of life. And within each ovum, a being pierces. That being climbs the higher upon that branch. And the higher a being climbs, the deeper and more stable is the communion with Yahya. But lo, there is only one way to see that branch, so that one may touch and climb that branch. That is in the supernal light of Yah, which is the fruit of the intermarriage of the masculine light of Yahday and the feminine light of Yahnah. Otherwise, one will grasp in darkness and mistakenly climb the wrong tree. And climbing the wrong tree will eat the wrong fruit. And eating the wrong fruit will become heavy and ill and will tumble down the golden ladder. And behold, if though holy intuition in the light of Yahnah, a being sees the correct tree and grasps the center branch within oneself. But there is one way to understand the voice of Yahya, that is through the word of Yahya, which is Yahday. Thus it is that to see and hear Yahya correctly, one must stand upon and climb the golden ladder correctly. Yea, and regardless of what rung one stands on, if one will climb higher rather than fall lower, if one will climb the right tree rather than the wrong tree, one must hold on to both sides of the ladder. For every rung of the golden ladder is held in place by two poles of the ladder. And one pole is Yahday, and the word of Yahya, which is the masculine light of Yahya. And the other pole is Yahnah, the breath of Yahya, which is the feminine light of Yahya. Yea, the rungs are held in place by the transcendental embrace of the two poles. For the two poles are divine masculine immanent and divine feminine immanent, which are the two that are one, and the one that is two. Immanent in creation for the purpose of creative expansion, ever united in being and purpose with God transcendent, and God is transcendent. Thus will no being in creation truly commune with Yahya, God and goddesses transcendent, except through Yahday and Yahnah, God and goddesses immanent. For it is only by performing the intercourse of Yahday and Yahnah within the world bedchamber, which is within that the golden ladder, which is the center branch of the tree of life, may be climbed. Behold, Yah and Yahlah did embrace Yahday and Yahnah at the center of the mother ovum. Together in embrace, the four were at one point in Simsim. Yea, this was Yahweh in constriction. Then in accordance with their plan, Yah and Yahlah, God and goddesses transcendent, went to surround the circumference of the mother ovum, leaving Yahday and Yahnah, God and goddess immanent, as their emanations within the mother ovum. Yahya ascended from the center of the mother ovum to the circumference, piercing the circumference and surrounding the circumference. Lo, outside and surrounding the mother ovum, Yahya established heaven's most high, the ultimate paradise. Behold, with their ascension from the center of the mother ovum into heaven's most high, Yahya left behind a trail for all to follow. That trail is the golden ladder. And the golden ladder is also the center branch of the tree of life. Yea, the center branch is the path of ascension that leads from the center of every ovum to heaven's most high. And this path must be walked in the words of Yahdah, which is Yahday, and in the breath of Yahyah, which is Yahnah. Yea, this path is the center branch of the tree of life. That branch that passes through the center of every ovum and touches and pierces the outer shell of the mother ovum. Lo, the soul who sees this truth is the soul who gazes deeply inward. Such inward gazing is called Zafa. In the center of the mother ovum, Yahday and Yahnah embraced in ecstasy. Lo, the word of Yahyah and the breath of Yahyah were united as one. Yea, Yahnah felt and knew that the word of Yah was within her. And Yahday knew and felt that the breath of Yalah was within him. Yea, they are the two that are the one and the one that is two for creative expansion. And a name for their oneness is Kether, which means crown. For the king and queen are one in their embrace. And oneness is the original condition and even the perpetual condition of Yahweh. For every being is a part of the one ocean of beings. And a name that declares that their oneness is a harmony of two-ness, and that their two-ness exists within their oneness, for the blessedness of being according to the gracious wish is Elohim. For Elohim is a plural name by which we address Yahday and Yahnah with one name.